okay? Because I'm talking until... Hello, and welcome once again to Mode of Cosmic Therapy Hour. I am delighted that you have chosen to spend the next few moments with me out of this scene of eternity. How are you doing today? What are you doing? Do you know? Do you care? Are you aware that you are alive, breathing, pulsating, vibrating, gyrating? You are in full motion in this plane of existence we call Earth. Are you truly, truly embracing it? Are you loving it? Are you doing everything that you possibly can to take in all of the wonderful sensations that are offered throughout the day? Or are you just bumming around, walking in the walls, numbed as a zombie, indifferent, and disinterested? I want to know. I truly, truly want to know. But before we get to knowing if in fact you are happy with this moment that you are breathing, let's talk about what Mode of Cosmic Therapy is, if in fact you've never tuned in before. The show demonstrates that we are all connected. Everything we do and say and think and act and be and are involved with, the people, the places, the circumstances, the events, the situations are totally interlaced. And we are part of that scenario. And during this next hour, what I'll be doing, as I always do, is to show you how completely random events, or what seems like random events, will interlace, I'm using that word again, Mitzi, to form a beautiful whole. Okay, now how do I do that? Well, I'll pick up a book and I'll pick out a word, I'll dial a card, I might read a line out of whatever I decide to do. And I'm just feeling the day's energy today. And I feel it as a sensational, sensual escapade of various things. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking it all in. Anyway, I want to thank Mitzi, my favorite Mitzi, for being on the camera, and Sandy in the control room. And yes, Emmy too. I just want to say a speckled special welcome to her. So what are we going to do? What are we going to start with? Let's just open a book. Let's do that. Open a book completely at random. And I'm going to point to a word or a line. So here's what the first thing that I see. So the soul must have rejoiced. That's nice. So the soul must have rejoiced. Now, I started with the show with this feeling. Did you see that? I was talking about how there's this sensual vibration that's running throughout the day. I can feel it. It's really, really powerful today. And I open up this book, The Kingdom Within, John A. Sanford, The Inner Meaning of Jesus' Sayings. And I turned randomly to this page, and I see, so the soul must have rejoiced. That's what we're all doing here. We're rejoicing. So let's take the word, Mitzi. Oh, incidentally, what you'll see me doing, I'm going to take and break down words using the science of numerology to get the vibratory feeling of each letter. Just play along with me. Let's see. 9, 5, 1, 6, 9, 3, 5. Let's see what we're going to come up with. 14, 23, 28. Let's do it again. Why did I say 14? That's 11. 25. How about that? Completely misread that. 5, 6, 11, 25. What a total difference. I saw 28. That's the thing. We see things we want to see instead of how they actually are at times. 28 happens to be my favorite number in the whole wide world. 25, as I have told you on other shows, means release. Okay? So for those of you, I'm going to come right back. 25, one of the things 25 means is to release. So if you're born on the 25th, you have a lot of things throughout your life to release. Don't accumulate, whether that be things, people, or projects. Things, people, or projects. This is a lesson for all of us. De-ass continuously. All right, let's go back. So it's a 25. Make sure, 25. 10, 13. Wow. 13. I've told you on other shows. 13. Transformation. That's why we're on the earth. We are all the time transforming into what we already are, but that's another show altogether. All right, so when you add those two numbers up, you get a 38. 38. Three, artistic. 8, relaxation. Now, how in the world are you going to relax if you don't release? If you are burdened down with ideas, expectations, and most of all, disappointments. Okay, so we're talking about, that's when I was seeing which one of my markers would work before the show. So the soul must have rejoiced. So the soul must have rejoiced. Must have rejoiced. The soul must have rejoiced. Have artistic relaxation. How much of your life is spent in an artistic expression, which should be every single moment, because we are born artists. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Betsy, my thing's already running out. Okay, we are born artists. And what was the other word? And in order to truly relax, we must express. We must express these gifts. And if we do these things, the soul will rejoice. Now, we began it by saying, let's take that one off so I'll quit pulling that. So the soul must have rejoiced. Well, if it must have rejoiced, then at some time or another in our dispensation of time, we were involved in artistic creation, if the soul must have rejoiced. Sometime in our walk, we were thoroughly involved in some type of artistic creation. But Paula, I don't write, I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't draw. You have a talent. You have a gift. You have an inborn trait that nobody else carries. Only you can do you. Only you can do the best you that you are. So at some point, you were involved, your life was immersed in artistic creation. And when you released this, you were unable to relax. When you took on the demeanor of something else, and that could be needing acceptance, praise, or recognition. When you started needing or wanting these things, artistic expression left you. And in its place came rid, all those things I was talking of just about, rigidness. That's what came into place. Let's see what this rid is. 2 9s right to start with. You got a 9, got a 13, 22. Whenever the number 22 appears, it is a master number. And it is telling you, no matter where it shows up, if it shows up in your address, if it shows up in a check, if it shows up, no matter where this number 22 shows up, it is a master number, and it's telling you that you have something significant to provide. Okay? Who's telling you this? That soul is telling you that. Now let's go back. Let's see why I say that everybody is an artist. Everybody is a born artist. 1 9 2 9 1 2. 9 2 1 2 9. 9 2 1 2 9. 1 9. 1 9 9 2 1 2. No other numbers. Let's see why. We got a 10 here, 11, 12, and 14. Okay? This number here is the number of art. It is also the number of music. It is the number of drama. But it is also, first and foremost, the number of food. Now, how are you relating to food? Are you denying yourself food? Are you supplying yourself food? Are you monitoring your food? Are you gulping, okay, gulping down your food without any conscious awareness? Tell me what you're doing, because whatever you're doing where this food is concerned is what you are deliberately doing with your art. Well, how do you reckon that happened, Mitzi? Look at that. Huh, that looks nice. Huh. So, we all have mountains to climb. And when we climb these mountains, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. You're going to gasp. for air. And you're going to have to pull on deep, resonating strength and conviction to carry you forward. See, because if you start right here and you get right here and you say, well, this is just too hard, I'm going to give up. I'm just going to give up. I can't do it. Then you will come back here and you will remain at this place the remainder of your life. You will remain. I said remain and remainder, so let's see why. You will remain at that little teeny bit of level right there. That's all you're going to do. And you're going to carry that level into every relationship you have. You're going to carry it into your career. You're going to carry it into your passion for life. That's a little bit. That's a very little bit. Let's see why you're going to remain there. 9, 5, 4, 1, 9, 5, 6. We got a 15. Yes, we do. We got a 13, 18. Good gracious sakes. We got a 33. All right? I've already talked about the 22 being a master number. Now I've stepped it up. 33 is the next level, master number. But with this number comes responsibility. See, I didn't say anything about responsibility. I didn't say anything about responsibility in this one. I said that you had to have something to contribute. You're going to produce. All right, so we're talking about not giving up, not getting discouraged. And since we have taken the next level and moved in to being responsible, now Paula, how can I be responsible